Hey guys, this is Shamini from the Happy Film Company, and this morning I just wrote a blog post about playfulness in adults and how sometimes we lose touch with that, and how photographing families and photographing kids in particular has really helped me to rekindle that. I actually found that I got really guilty of not playing. Like, I would be so busy working, so busy working that like kids would come over to play and I'd be like, what? Like, do you want to do something with me? Because I'm busy. And then it's like they had this magical world that was far away from the world that I lived in. Like, I'd look at them playing with dolls and I'd just be like, how is that fun for you? You're like clinking things together. Like, you realize they're not real, right? Saying this now makes me be like, oh, it's such a sad perspective, but I was totally there. And then I'd find that I'd go on photo shoots and I'd bring out my camera and I would be like, all right, it is my job to make sure that we get a good photo of this kid. So if I just look at them and I'm like, hey, smile for the camera, they're never gonna smile. But when I would like get down on my hands and knees and be like, hey, what are you looking at? And like let them start to talk, they'd be like, this rock is like, whatever, look at this rock. And I would, I'd start to like kind of pick more into their world because I had a purpose. Like the camera would go down and I'd be like, I have nothing in common with kids. And I'd pick up the camera and I'd be like, wow, like look at their world. Because I'd be zoomed in to be participating with them and like, show me what it is you're looking at. And I would see them like holding this rock and their eyes would get big and I'd start taking pictures because I'd notice that their face is like lighting up. And whereas when you just said smile at the camera, they don't. Their face is like flat and like, so it's like getting down to their level and letting them be the expert, right? Like as an adult, you're the expert in being responsible, in solving problems, in doing work. As a kid, they are the expert in being playful and knowing when to ask for help. When is it time to cry? When is it time to like snuggle and just like see the magic in the world? And so it's like the balance of those two things. And as an adult, a fully grown, healthy adult, I believe that you know how to be a kid and you know how to be an adult because you've been through both stages, right? A child knows how to play, but they haven't learned the responsibility yet. But why do we have to lose the playfulness when we gain the responsibility? It's a balance of the two. And so that's kind of what I've experienced with my camera of, put the camera down, talk to the parents, like where should we go? This is how much your photo shoot costs, blah, 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 blah. Pick up the camera, let's play. And so for me, the camera was a tool to do that. Not everyone's gonna have that, that interest in a camera, but maybe you can have your own thing. Like if you're a cook, maybe you can cook with kids, or, you know, take whatever it is that you're passionate about, but bring a kid into it and let them show you how they view it. And not just like, oh, that's cute, that's a kid, but like give them the credit that they're an expert in something that you need, and that you'll, just as you spend time together, they will absorb your maturity and you will absorb their immaturity, both of them being good things, and you'll balance each other out. You'll both gain skills that you need. So I'm just so excited about it because my own life, I found the more playful I've become, the happier I am. In just in general. And instead of waking up in the morning and being like, I need to do this work, kids are an irritant distracting me, it's, I'm alive, I'm gonna play. What kind of play do I want to do? Sometimes I want to roll on the ground and be like tigers, and sometimes I want to take photos and build a business, and that's a different type of play, but it's still playfulness. And so when I've had clients come to the Happy Film Company and they're not quite a good fit, it's like we're not on the same page with playing. Like I'm wanting to spin in circles and they're like, I just want to stand here and smile. And I see that as like there's an adult who's lost the playfulness, and there's only so much I can do. You know, I usually tend to play with the kids more if I'm feeling resistance from the parents. But in my ideal situation, when I've got ideal families, everybody shows up ready to play. And the nice thing, the powerful thing about photo shoots is that you've set aside an hour to spend time with me, right? Like you're not gonna be checking your phone, running your business, going to talk to other people. Like it's a bubble. It's a 1 hour bubble where you're with your kids, you're with me, and we're like at the park. And that's it. And the difference too, it's like if you're at the park with your kids and I'm not there and we're not taking photos, then you still have to kind of think for yourself, like, what am I going to do? What game should we play? Maybe I don't feel like playing. Like, whereas when you're there with me, like, you are kind of held accountable too. Like, hey, we're here to take photos. We're here to spend time with each other. We're here to interact with the kids, and you don't have to think about what you're going to do. That's my job. I'll say, you guys pick each other up, spin in a circle, throw the kids in the air, let's sit on this bench and do a tickle fight. Like, I'll come up with all the ideas so that you don't have that pressure on your shoulder. All you have to do is just enjoy it. Like, just be with your kid and have that tickle fight and look at their face and remember, oh yeah, like, this is the good stuff. And then I'm snapping photos so that you can go home and be like, hey, that's us. That's what we look like when it's just us having fun. There's nothing else happening in that moment. There's no other responsibility or worry. It was just right then and there. That's us when we're playing together, happy. And then that's a happy memory. I hope it makes you smile. And then I also hope that that photo is a reminder. So every time you see it, you're like, maybe we should go play. You know, like, maybe we should go set aside an hour to just have a tickle fight. Or maybe we should do another photo shoot, because that's the only time when we really have that little bubble. It's going to be different for every single person. So I'm not really giving you a prescription here for like your solution to all your problems. All I'm saying is that I have found that through photography, a lot of joy can be found and cultivated because we're just taking time to be together and be playful and let kids teach us how to be present. So that's my little spiel for today. If you have any comments on that, I would love to hear them. And whether it's like maybe you've experienced a photo shoot with me or you've experienced something similar in a different setting, let me know. And if you want to do a photo shoot, just send me an email, hello@thehappyfilmcompany.com, and we'll get you something on the calendar right away so you can start having fun. Yeah, woo! All right, have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.